for the people of South Africa, for those he inspired around the globe. Madiba's passing is rightly a time of mourning and a time to celebrate a heroic life.
What a tribute. President Barack Obama celebrated Nelson Mandela as the last great liberator of the 20th century. The president received a huge ovation from the crowd at today's memorial service.
And as we told you, his speech quickly became the focus over on social media. Social media and technology reporter, this guy over here at McCullough Medina. What are folks saying, man?
Yeah, President Obama, by the way, trending on Twitter. We told you that was going to happen in the 4 o'clock hour. It certainly has. And a lot of people say it's because of that speech. If you're just getting up with us this morning, you have missed quite possibly a moment that will go down in history. It was an unprecedented number of world leaders that gathered to pay tribute for Nelson Mandela. We're talking former presidents like Bill Clinton here, George W. Bush here, of course, our current president, Barack Obama. And it was his speech, 18 minutes long, about 45 seconds, that skyrocketed on social media. We're talking 95,000 tweets per minute. The vast majority of those tweets were about the speech, but a lot of them were about this image right here. That is President Obama and the president of Cuba, Raul Castro. But that's not just the image they're talking about. They're talking about what they're doing right there. That is them shaking hands. This is when President Obama came up on the stage and greeted the other world leaders. They shook hands for the very first time, which has a lot of people on social media talking about it, including a lot of these quotes. Gesto histórico, which means historic gesture. Un gesto sin precedente, an unprecedented gesture. A lot of people think this is just one of the biggest things, the biggest moments that came out of this this actual speech. Now, Renee out of Los Angeles on our Facebook page and Twitter account said this: the handshake was appropriate under the circumstances. A funeral is no place for politics. And this one from Andrew Hennick over in Orange County. Overrated, according to him, but disappointed that this handshake, he says, will get the most coverage out of such a historic event. So a lot of people talking about that handshake, but if you watch the entire speech too, a lot of people talking about what President Obama had to say about Nelson Mandela. It was a really engaging speech. We'll post a link to it over on our Facebook page so you can judge for yourself. But 18 minutes, 54 seconds, he quieted that crowd, which no other person could do.
And thought-provoking comments there. Thanks for sharing that.
All right, Mac, appreciate it. Thank you.